Leaving Aberystwyth, next to no wind, visibility not that good, but I hope it's going to improve later. On our way to Newquay, as in Newquay, Wales, which is down in that direction. As you can see, no sails, engine again, but there you go. Hope it's going to improve in a minute. Right, cruising chute up. Next wind has gone round what was forecast. Mainsail as well. Engine off. And we're doing 2.5 knots. Which means we're going to get there in about 5 hours. Well, looks like it's going to collapse on me. Up we go. That's it. Sun's out, and skipper's got a cup of soup and some biscuits. Still on the same course, and guess what? The wind has gone through 90 degrees and now we're close hauled. So cruising chute down and full Genoa and main, and the engine because there's only about 3 or 4 knots of wind. Still making for Newquay, Wales. There's another yacht out on the horizon. We've seen lots and lots of shearwaters, rafts of them. Thought they were meant to be on the danger list. Seems thousands here. Right, do it again when we get closer. See, if you talk nicely to the RNLI, they let you use their buoy. Lifeboat stations, this is Newquay, Wales, not Newquay, Cornwall. Lifeboat stations down there, so if they launch and the tide comes out when they come back, they pick up this buoy here. We've just arrived, no wind, and this is a sort of like little holiday area. Right, here we are at Fishguard. Well, this is a little town, it's called the town over here. Pictures round. Opens to the north. Can be not very good in here in bad weather. And we have the ferry terminal over there. We were up 4 in the morning at Newquay, Wales to catch the tide down. Knew there was going to be no wind. And we were sort of averaging 5.5 knots. If we'd bashed tide, we'd only been averaging about 3 knots because you got two knots against you. DD's anchor, got a bridle on again. I showed this before. Stops us sailing the anchor out by having a bridle rope from each of the bows. Professional, have my anchor ball up, tell everybody I'm at anchor. And tomorrow we'll be off to Skomer. Today we had, as I said, no wind, but the wildlife was magnificent. We had dolphins, harbour porpoises, puffins, shearwaters, razorbills and guillemots. That's all for now. Ahead, this is yacht Dopperdamani, over.
Station point Pierhead.
Ah yes, Pierhead, this is yacht Dopperdamani. I'm just making my approach to your channel, and I believe you know we're arriving, over.
I believe you're the catamaran, is it?
That is correct.
Yeah, no problem. Can you spell the name of the vessel slowly, please, sir?
I spell Delta, Oscar, Papa, Oscar. New word. Delta, Oscar, Mike, Alpha, November, India. Finish.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, we'll try to proceed in there then. Your berth allocation is inside of Bravo Hammerhead, over.
It's inside Bravo Hammerhead. Thank you very much, Al.
That's the starboard side to your berth if you go bowhead, over.
Thank you. Alright, good morning. July 2nd. We got up at 3:30 this morning because we've heard the weather reports in the next couple of days. It's going to get pretty crap. So we're having to find a nice marina to sort of wait for the storm to go through. At the moment we're heading for Ramsey Sound. The reason we're up so early, we've got to make a tidal gate there. The tide runs through here about 9+ knots. Then we've got to make Jack Sound, which is it's about 6 miles south of that before going into Milford Haven. So that's why we're up so early. Unfortunately, the wind's on the nose, and so we're motoring, doing about 6 knots. Tide's behind us, and we should do it. Report later. Oh, we've seen a lot of puffins this morning. Well, here we are, all nice and calm, going into Ramsey Sound. That's the island of Ramsey. We've got islands out, half the islands out that way, round, and we have come from that direction. Any minute now, the current will grab me, and we'll be up to quite fast. And in front of us, the Admiral's going to tell me what are those rocks called at the end? Which is
the bitches. No, the bitches.
The bitches. Yeah. So down in front of us now, coming out from the starboard side, is a line of rocks that come almost all the way across the channel, and they're called the bitches. I wonder why. Looking back on Ramsey Sound. Yeah, okay. And you can see the water rushing through the sound here. Fishing boat across there, lots of overfalls. Just approaching Jack Sound. According to my calculations, I'm about 5 minutes late for the change of the tide, but we'll see. Should be next to nothing through here. Gotta go carry on this course and then do a hard right, then 0.8 of a mile and do a hard left. I don't know if it's on the screen, but there's rocks to my right, and there's a lot of submerged rocks to my left. Motoring along at 4.9 knots, so I've got nothing against me at the moment. If you're really good, this is what the book says you should be doing it, right at the top of the tide, rather than come through surfing. So we started at 4 in the morning, and we've made both our tidal gates. So we'll be on to Milford Haven, where we're going to go and hide while it rains for the next couple of days. Then we'll decide which way we're going to go from there. And that's it, because I've got to concentrate now. The joys of sailing. Here we are in Milford Haven, and you can say it's a bit of like a tropical storm here at the moment. got a DVD to put on the computer tonight and sit this one out. Right, fish guard, there's DD down there. Came in here today. Date is, let's have a quick look, 9th of July. This place is open for development, needs a marina. There's not a marina within 50 miles of here. This is silly. Look at this nice big natural harbour. Good stopping off place for Ireland. Fishguard is also famous for the last attempted French invasion. They were beaten off by a Welsh lady all dressed in red. They thought she was a redcoat and they all ran away. Well, they actually surrendered to her. Right, that's all for now. Fishguard again. This is one of the batteries there. And just for your information, Jeffrey, if you look at this is a British gun, and it's a genuine one. If you look down here, this arrow there, that's the arrow of the Royal Ordnance, and it's still on all equipment that the military have now. Evening at Seabird Central. Don't know who does the air traffic control here, but it's a nightmare. Got puffins high level, razorbills, guillemots low level. That's the landing point for everybody that comes to visit this island. And right, here we are at Skoma. Left this morning at 8:30 from Milford Haven. Motored all the way here, no wind at all. This is Seabird Central. We got puffins, guillemots, razorbill, blackback gulls. And at night, with the reason we're here is we listen to the shearwaters come in. Up there on the bank there is lots of holes, lots of puffins in it, but also with shearwaters in there. And the shearwaters only come in at night so the predators don't, the blackback gulls basically don't get them. But you can see there's just hundreds of birds.